Okay, we're going to do my favorite one here, which is the egg topiary tree, which is right here. So first I'm going to use some of these first impressions molds to make a few items that will go on here. This is a very small rose mold, and I am just going to press this in here. And this one I can just pretty much pop it out. If you want them totally perfect, not distorted at all, you can pop this in the freezer and then pop them out. I will just pop that out and leave it over there. Next one, and that's going to be for this little rose here. Then the other one is that one down there. And this is a rose border mold like this, and I love using this for just the individual roses because it has all different sizes. So I'll just take it and I'll put it in this one, which is one of the smaller ones. If it sticks to my finger, the fondant, just touch the cornstarch, and I just want to kind of push it in there and flex the mold to pop that out, and then just leave that sitting. So those two are done. And then the next one is the bow mold here and here. This one's a little harder to get out. You can do it without popping in the freezer, but you have more success if you do pop in the freezer, so that's what I'll do. Take some fondant, and I want to press it all the way down and in. Again, cornstarch next to me so that if it sticks to my fingers, all I have to do is press it with the cornstarch and I will be good. So you don't want to overfill it like this, so just kind of take some of that off. And see, I go back and forth because I like all the detail. I don't want to have it, I don't want to have to trim this basically when I take it out, because that's more work. So if you just keep going like this, back and forth, pressing it in, make sure it's not overfilled, then you'll be good. So there's the one. I'm going to do both because it does have two bows on there. When I put this in the freezer, it's only going to take us like a couple minutes for it to firm up, and then when I take it out of the mold, it'll be really nice and neat. Okay, into the freezer it goes, and then we'll continue with the rest of this. Now I have a pastel green here, which again, it's a satinized pastel green. Beautiful Easter color. Roll this out. And I have a texture mat. This is one of Autumn Carpenter's texture mats from her floral texture mat set. I think it has 6 texture mats in it. It's really nice. So I'm going to take this, and usually plastic on plastic doesn't really roll that well. So what I do is I start in the middle and I press and move to the right and then come back this way to the left. You want to make sure that you get a nice deep impression, and then you want to just peel this back like so, and it leaves a very nice pretty design. Then I'll take the cookie, and all I need really is the 2 eggs. So I just put it over whichever part of the design looks the nicest, like that. Remove the excess. Pizza cutter here, and I don't need the bottom, so I'll cut that off. Bring my cookie over, little water. And actually, it's good if you don't put the water there, which I just did, and I'll show you why in a second. Place this on top. You don't want to really press down too much on this because you don't want to get rid of the detail. Now this part right here in the middle, here and here, I don't really need that because I am going to put some white in there. So I'm going to cut that off now. I just find it easier to do it here once it's on the cookie than to cut everything and then have to move the separate egg pieces. So I'm curving this as I cut. And here also I need to kind of curve up a bit. Okay. I like this tool too because see how it can tuck. Tuck, tuck, tuck.